I'm Alice. I'm going to send a message to Bob.
Hi, I'm Bob. I'm about to receive a message from Alice.
Dun dun, dun dun, dun dun, dun!
I am Mr. Robot, but now I am evil. My plans are to intercept the message that Alice is sending to Bob.
This message contains some important information. I should encrypt this first.
Ha! I have intercepted their message. Encrypted? No!
A message from Alice. Good. It's encrypted. Now to decode it using my private key. I like cats too.
Encryption is the most effective way to transfer data online if you don't want it to be read by others, especially if it's across networks that aren't secure. People with bad intentions, like Mr. Robot, could get your messages, read them, and depending on what's in them, could transfer them out, and that's not good. Go.
There are numerous methods of encryption, but I will be discussing two types of encryption. The first type of encryption I'm going to be talking about is symmetric encryption. This is where both users have the same key, and this type of encryption isn't really too efficient, as both parties have to privately discuss the keys they're going to use. And then on top of that, this type of encryption is typically easily decoded because the English language has words that are used a lot, such as like thes, its, words like that. Therefore, the encryption can easily be broken. A much more efficient means of encrypting is one called asymmetric encryption, which is where there's a different key for encrypting and decrypting, and that's what we showed you in the video with Mr. Robot. Bob and Alice both had their own encryption keys and their own decryption keys. So when Alice sent a message to Bob, she first encrypted it using Bob's encryption, and then it got to Mr. Robot, who could not decipher it because he did not have the proper decryption key. But when it got to Bob, he had the decryption key, since it was his decryption key, and he could read the message. I like cats. Asymmetric encryption is a lot better, harder to crack than symmetric encryption. Now, Bob and Alice had a very important message. Cats, we all love them. But believe it or not, there's actually more important stuff that gets sent across the internet, like banking and military codes. That's how computer science was actually founded, by the way, military codes. Computer science started with Alan Turing and the Enigma. He had to decrypt messages from Nazi Germany, and he created the first computer called the Christopher to decrypt messages, and this took years. Like, we're talking long time. And that's the power of decryption. That's why you should always encrypt your stuff. Yo.
Encrypted? No!